Hi guys, and welcome to a new video of Bitcoin Edge. Today we'll take another look into the charts. It's an extra video. Bitcoin has seen some weakness and we will look into that, why that happened, what is going on, and so on. So first off, we see the S&P down. The ES mini futures, ES1 futures, they gapped to the downside yesterday and or last night, and they saw some downside. Bitcoin usually follows what the S&P does on open. Then the dollar, they broke up over here, as you can see, and that shows weakness too. Basically everything calculated in the dollar. So we see this wick to the downside over here, and it's exactly the same wick to the upside in the dollar. Same with the Nasdaq Top 100. Also, Bitcoin is correlating strongly with that. I mean, the dollar looks like a good bounce over here. That is what we, as crypto boys, do not want to see. Over here, it's right at support. This trend line should hold. And horizontally, it is right at support. We can draw this line over here. I mean, it's exactly this. On the daily time frame, they should go down from here. Bitcoin bull runs, they always happen when the dollar's going down. Or well, at least that was the case. Over here, 2013, we had the first one, first bull run I witnessed. We went down. The second bull run we had was the whole time of 2017. We were down the whole year. And right now, I would say, last year we had kind of like a bubble bull run, if we can call it like that. But I mean, this is the third real bull run, I think, since 2013. And again, dollar weakness. So, I mean, I look strong to that. S&P 500, I mean, it is very, very high. It's at all-time highs, or close to still. So, I mean, yeah, what do we expect? Daily, I mean, doesn't look that bad, but could be a bearish engulfing, and that is kind of bad. Bitcoin ES1 futures, well, the 4-hour chart looks bad as it closes as it does now. We have some gaps left. Some people might target those. And this is where, this is what's bad. I mean, the chart, I mean, we broke down, we broke a very important trend line. That is okay, but what we're seeing now is that people are all longing this on margin exchanges, meaning they keep adding liquidity to the downside. There are many stops over here. And people are all longing. So we can see it over here as well. If we see discounts, negative funding, you buy. It's as simple as that. And right now we're high, very high. This whole way we're so high. So that, I mean, is kind of scary. And after a big dump, like usually we saw this big dump over here, and funding's completely reset, like immediately. Over here, we don't see that the case. Over here, they stay high. They keep buying the dip. They think it's still just a dip. And what we actually need is bottom shorters, people who sell on the bottom and then it goes up. So what we're now seeing is basically spot selling going on and margin longing. And that's like, I don't know, the perfect fire for downside. So we're seeing that right now. I flipped short just after yesterday's video. I tweeted about it as well. Let me check. I mean, over here, about like 11 hours ago, I was saying this is the worst case scenario for Bitcoin right now. The apes keep lumping BTC. Now it means there's a shitload of liquidity to the downside. AKA some apes need to be liquidated before the bounce. And that is still the case. We already touched 32,000 and sadly it is still the case. So, what happened, well, first this trend line broke. I would say this one. After that, I'm all for trend lines, I don't use indicators much except the funding and premiums. I mean, this one broke. So now we see downside. Where do we see supports? Well, we're on the 2-hour chart. That's not a good chart. I like the daily. I mean, the daily looks like the perfect reversal. Not perfect because we don't like downside, but I mean, this is a very important place for Bitcoin to close above today. We need to close above this level of 33,000. That is very important. Next levels, I mean, I would say over here. Other than that, you know, it's sub 30k. So these are very important lines on horizontals for Bitcoin. Do we see anything else? I think this is basically it for Bitcoin. What we need to keep an eye on. These are the lines. And yeah, what we want to see now is funding coming down, premiums coming down, people start selling the bottom. We want the majority to lose always, because that's how we get the biggest moves. Ethereum, I mean, it looks kind of the same as Bitcoin over here. Same break of that line. And it's all about finding supports right now and make people short the bottom. That is what makes markets reversal. Ethereum BTC, sideways, consolidating, looking good. Funding rates predicted are coming, I mean, are going even up on Bitmex, are going up. I mean, Bybit, well, yeah. I personally am short and waiting for like, yeah, people to short the bottom. And yeah, over here I caught this bottom perfectly. Not so long after I sold it already, took some profit. Because I mean, you really want to see those premiums disappear. If you trade with some leverage, make sure you use the Bybit sign up link. If you use the Bybit sign up link, let me know. I will send you a PDF with some basic trading tips. It's just 6 pages with mostly pictures explaining what to really think about, what to keep in mind if you trade on Bybit, and how to be profitable trading on Bybit. Very simple, and I'll talk you through it, but the only thing you need to do is sign up under this Bybit ref link. Also, you get 20% discounts if you use that link. And yeah, that is basically about it for today. It's really about Dixie. Dixie needs to dump from here. It is at a very critical level for basically everything calculated in the dollar. So yeah, that's basically everything. This trend line break, and now we need these horizontals, or this horizontal to hold. And yeah, that is about it. S&P is looking at it. Euro, I mean, yeah, Euro as well, of course. But I mean, everything is looking at that. And other than that, you know, corrections are part of the game. We saw a lot of spot selling. We could bounce from here, you know, if people on spot start buying again, which it looks kind of like. But really, spot is what drives this. A good thing is retail is coming, so that is good. And yeah, that is about it. Make sure to leave a comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, let me know what you want to know. If you don't understand anything about what I'm saying, let me know in the comments. I will try to explain it to you. So see you guys again tomorrow.